So what is the problem? Like why, right? So actually, we are still in a phase where one of the key use cases of crypto is essentially being casino. So people mostly, especially retail traders, come here to make quick money, but it's actually a very predatory casino. So the research shows that 30% of the people who come in to crypto to trade lose their money within the first 3 days, and the next 60% lose all their deposits within the next 2 weeks. So this is actually like a pretty devastating for them, and they essentially dismiss the whole industry as a scam and never go back. So who are the remaining 10% who stay in the game? They're actually like semi or semi-pro traders who have access to the information that others do not. So essentially they use sophisticated tools and have access to the data that while retail traders normally just follow some KOLs and listen to bullshit and basically become a retail liquidity, kind of exit liquidity of the things. So this is exactly why we decided to build SQDGN, and this is kind of the mission for it is to make it upside down by bringing the tools to the retail traders while making it accessible, so you don't really need extra knowledge in order to start trading and at least not to lose the money immediately, right? So essentially, by bringing together the knowledge, the community, and like empowering the people with the data insights in a way that is digestible, we can bring together people in a kind of like ape squid fashion. Once again, so the strategy here is to take all the on-chain data that is already available on-chain, decipher it in a way that is digestible and make it actionable, and extract this alpha and distribute to the retail. So let's then look at the autonomy of like how we actually make this knowledge. Well, actually, how do we transfer the data into knowledge, and then how we transfer this knowledge to the masses. So I visualize it as a pyramid. And deep down, this is the on-chain data itself. So basically, everything that is contained in transaction and like all the blocks itself. Then we need to have tools to decode and analyze this data. And from there, we go into actually trade signals. And at the end of the day, we need to explain to the users how this data is actionable. This is exactly the SQD and SQDGN stack, and I will talk a little bit more about SQD, which is the base of this pyramid, and then how the infrastructure mode translates into the signals and the happy users at the top of this pyramid. So the on-chain data is provided by SQD Network, which is our parent company, which I co-founded 4 years ago. Then SQD Network comes in with a bunch of analytics and tools to work with this data. And these tools and data processed is then used by the SQDGN wizardry and machine learning tools in order to provide inputs for LLMs, which then explain the signals in a simple, understandable way that is currently like deployed in Twitter and Telegram. So let's start first with the base of this pyramid, which is the SQD network, which deserves like a few minutes to spend on here. So SQD network started more than 4 years ago with the understanding that we need to solve the data access problem in the blockchain. And at the end of the day, once you start building this solution, you end up building a new kind of database, which contains all the data across all the chains, including EVMs and Solana. And in order to achieve this, we ended up building a database that is built on different principles. And The analogy here is similar to what happened to the hospitality evolution. So first, they were like single standing hotels. From there, we end up having hotel chains where you have the same experience across different buildings across the world. And finally, the revolution was made by Airbnb, which like figured out that you can actually build the biggest hotel chain by introducing a social component to it and make it like a social marketplace. This is more or less the similar process that happened to the database, where first we had databases that can only fit in a single server, and were limited by the resources of this box. And then the next step of this evolution is to put your database into a cloud, where you have separation between the compute and the storage. And then with SQD network, we essentially like brought the community component into the stack here, because now everyone can run a node and become a shard in this database. And this is how we managed to like build just within a year bootstrap a cluster of like almost 3,000 nodes and 3 petabyte capacity without having any specific operational cost for running this. So this is exactly the dynamic that we see in the early stage of Airbnb, where the right incentives allow you to scale quickly and give like a global planetary scale business out of it. And as a database, the database SQD network is an underlying technology that now powers multiple products. SQDGN is just like one of them, specifically focused on retail traders. We also have this like big brother called OceanStream. So this is a product for delivering institutional grade blockchain data to prop shops and funds, like more of a Wall Street kind of things. And then our bread and butter is the tooling for developers and data analysts. And we have multiple products for Solana, for like VM, also Python-based toolkit provided by Cherry Labs, also DeepDev. So this is actually where we got our first traction, and like this is where we grew up. But right now, we are at a stage where the underlying technology powers different pillars and different verticals here. Okay, but let's then again get back to SQDGen and like zoom in there. How this data mode actually enables SQDGen to produce the best on the market trade signals. So essentially we leverage the existing developer tools to work with the EVM data in real time and historical ones. And then on top of that, we add more like a traditional machine learning stuff to like bring this data wizardry. Once we build this, we have multiple channels where we deliver it. So we have free signals that are available now with Twitter. And we have like a premium Telegram channel, which is only accessible for SQDGen holders. This is the performance so far. And on average, our trade signals have around 85% success rate. So for reference, in a TradFi, people charge 6 figs for signals that have only about 60% success rate. So you can see crypto space, due to being kind of obscure and opaque, is in many ways a lot more inefficient compared to TradFi, and you can extract a lot more alpha if you have the right data and the right tools. And SQDGen is specifically well positioned in this space because of this SQD infrastructure data mode. Here you can see a distribution of how the signals differ in terms of the returns. And as you see, you consistently have like 1x, 3x, and also quite a bit of like 3xers and even like 10xers. Right now, this signals are available through Telegram, but we are also working on partnerships to integrate it directly with trading wallets and trading bots. But on top of that, we want to capitalize on our trade signals ourselves. So currently we are running trade strategies of our own in beta, and we're about to open up this data soon. And next, our eyes on the Solana and Hyperliquid. So far right now it's mostly Ethereum and Base, but as SQD network already supports Hyperliquid and Solana in beta, that is the natural next step. And finally, our kind of key milestone here is to go from signals to a trade terminal that allows you to wipe trade in a similar fashion as coders right now wipe code. So what is like this wipe trading terminal, right? So essentially you start with one of the baseline strategies where you have a decent track of history, so you don't lose your money immediately. Then you observe how the bot trades, so you can actually have a feeling what kind of decisions the bot makes for you. And then you essentially can take the steering wheel in your hands, and similar like on Tesla, you can drive when you like, but like all the heavy lifting and then like done by the engine itself. So this is where I think you can still have a lot of this like feeling of being in control of the situation and like bet on different things, like be more degen and like more conservative, but while having a lot more advanced tooling under the hood compared to just like degen and like aping into like random shit that your KOL suggested. So this is exactly how we see the empowering by knowledge in action, like once we have this like wipe trading terminal live. So this is essentially wrap up. In order to join the Squid Squadron, scan the QR code. This is a link to our public Twitter. So you can check the public signals there and also the track record. We also publish weekly updates with the performance. Then for SQDGN holders, you can get to the premium access and premium signals in our Telegram on SQDGN AI. And this is where you get like the first update, and also you get access to the SQDGN early access, where we share the roadmap and an alpha and all the updates before it gets public. So this is it. Thanks you for attention, and trade recklessly, not recklessly.